Welcome YouTubers. Today I'm going to find out just how many strawberries I ended up with after approximately 12 months of playing around with my aquaponic system. I thought I'd bring you along so we can all find out. I've had these strawberries going in my aquaponic system for probably about 15 months now. It all started as a single plant that I got on sale from the local nursery. Last winter we kept it alive by keeping a cake cover from the bakery on top of it with this little solar light, providing it a little bit of light at night. We managed to keep it alive and green all winter long. It's time now to move these strawberries from the more primitive aquaponic system into the more developed one that you've seen in so many of my other clips. Decided to record the event because I'm curious to see just how many strawberry plants have come from the single plant that we started with all those months ago. Let's take a look, shall we? Really do wonder just how many strawberries we do have in this one Rubbermaid bin. I left these for far too long, but let's take a look and see how many decent plant starts I can get. And remember, this all started as a single plant that was on sale. This turtle pump is an interesting story too. He's going to become part of one of our contests in the very near future. Look for him. Going to take all this brown matter, toss it into the compost conveniently behind me. Well, there's one. Two. This one's really in there nice and deep. Good, so look at those roots. And this is all just an offshoot. It was tucked back in to see if it would root. One of the interesting things about this aquaponic system too, as compared to the larger one, until about a month ago, this was still watered by hand with an old Tupperware jug. I believe you can see it actively being used in one of my earliest videos. There's number 4. Here we have number 5, a root system going nice and deep. Just going to pull off the dead brown leaves that are so completely unnecessary. Why don't I finish up getting rid of some of this dead stuff and we'll get right back to it. Alright, that looks much better. While I was cleaning that up, I found the original tag. These are Ozark Beauty strawberries, in case anybody was curious. Ozark Beauties. What we did to get the most out of the strawberry runners that this was producing was we would just take them as they would shoot out, usually off the front of the bin, and we'd tuck them around at the back where the little plantlets had formed. And we would just tuck those into the clay and continue on. That takes us to 6 plants. Let's see. Where does this runner go? This runner is the perfect example, as it starts at the original plant. With strawberries, They can be kind of invasive. If you don't want them to take over your garden, you should probably plant them into a container. That being said, I can't imagine how horrible it must be to have a garden overrun by strawberries. Anyway, the runner shoots off and creates a plantlet. Once the plantlet forms a decent root base, it's going to produce runners of its own. If we follow this runner, we come to this plant here, at the end of the chain. So from that one runner off the main strawberry plant, we now have two completely new strawberry plants, which I believe takes us to 8. I don't know if that little guy's going to make it, but we'll call that 9. Now here again we have a runner off the main plant. Goes to 1. 2 more strawberry plants. Once it's got a good root system on here, you can cut it off the runners, no problem. The strawberry's not going to suffer from that at all because it's become its own plant. And on that note, look at just how healthy those roots are. Aquaponic strawberries. Does it get any better than this? So that was 11. Let's find another runner. Ooh, where did this one come from? Give it a good pull. And this is one of the ones that we separated during the summer and cut free of its runner. But ultimately, this is still an offshoot from the original plant that we got and kept alive last winter. Follow this runner set. There's 2 more. Cut those free of the runners. I've been so happy digging these out, I lost track of how many I've got here. I'll have to count it up again at the end. Feel free to comment after this and let me know if you think I've got the count wrong, because it could happen. Look at that. There's another one. Again, even though the leaves are, you know, changing color, browning, dying because it hasn't really been cared for in the last month, it's still got fresh, healthy root growth on there because these clay pellets hold moisture for an incredibly long time. There's another one. Just love the roots on these things. Incredible. Snap that leaf off. You know what? I'm just going to cut that mess right off the bottom there. I don't think the strawberry is going to suffer for it. Look at that. Toss that into the compost. Some nice healthy composting material there. And we're still not down to 1 plant in here. This is one of the original runners. Oh, this is 2 of the original runners. I sit corrected. And it looks like we're down to the original plant. Look at this. This is about 14 months of living in an aquaponic system. And that is one heck of a root. Okay, I'm going to stop the camera, count, and find out just how many I got out of that, and I'll get right back to you. Well, I count 20 new strawberry plants, and of course, the one that started it all. Alright, that's fantastic. I can't wait to put these into the new aquaponic bed. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.